It feels really good to be back behind this mic, speaking to you in this moment. Wherever you are, whenever you're listening, however you're listening, I appreciate you, I thank you, and let's continue to do this together. Let's grow together, let's learn together, let's strategize together, and let's go get this money together. How much time should you spend prospecting? How do you navigate generating sales at a very robust startup? What are some essential strategies to grow through a recession? Outbound Squad, formerly Blissful Prospecting, hosted by Jason Bay, brought to you by the HubSpot Podcast Network, dives in with leading sales experts and top performing reps to share actionable tips and strategies to help you land more meetings with your ideal clients. If you're a listener of I Digress, you already know how important it is not only to articulate your message and your branding, but also be able to sell. There's an art, a science, and a strategy to it, and Outbound Squad will help you do it. Listen to Outbound Squad wherever you get your podcasts. For those who don't know, or for those who do know and have been waiting for this moment, I needed some time to reset myself after Inbound. And for those who don't know, Inbound is like the Disneyland of B2B marketing, as told by Christina Garnett. Having the opportunity to be the host / MC of Inbound 2022 with headliners like President Barack Obama and Viola Davis and Dr. Jane Goodall, not to mention a high level of key speakers and the deep dives from people who are HubSpot super admins to established email marketing and business leaders from across the globe, with attendees at the Boston Convention Center, as well as people watching all over the world virtually. It was amazing to be on the stage. It was amazing to be behind the stage. It was amazing to do the interviews, the conversations, all the things. One of the things various people have asked me privately or in various groups, how did I get mentally prepared for Inbound? Because I won't lie, it was a lot of work. But I knew coming into these things a few things. One, I was going to have to go above and beyond. Two, I was going to have to be Troy 100% of the time, all the time. Three, I may not get as much sleep, and that's okay. That's part of the territory. 4, I'm getting to do a lot of different things I've never done before in tandem with various things I've been doing for a very long time, all at the same time. And the last thing, this is a moment you will never forget. So deliver well, shine bright, but also have fun.
What's up, digital world? You're listening to the I Digress audio experience with Troy Sandidge. Social media, marketing, storytelling, business, culture, and more. Coming to you in 3, 2, 1.
When they asked me to do this, I kid you not, I read this email like 25 times. There is no way. And yet, they were sincere. And I was humbled, I was honored, I was excited, and I'm not going to lie, I was a little bit nervous. And for those who have heard every episode, or definitely various other episodes where I talk about my personal life, a lot has happened to get me to this point. The Troy that many people know now, the air quote strategy hacker, the host of this podcast, author of Strategize Up, founder of a business, co-founder of another business, all these different things that people now can Google and discover about me, wasn't the case a few years ago. A lot of it wasn't out there. I didn't have the brand presence I have today. So much has changed. It's time to take control of your social media marketing. Stay organized, save time, and easily manage your social media with Agorapulse's inbox, publishing, reporting, monitoring, and team collaboration tools. Did you know that over 31,000 social media managers use Agorapulse daily? It's a one easy-to-use solution loaded with powerful features. Everything you need to dominate the day with social media, fortified with the industry's #1 rated customer support. I even offer exclusively for listeners of my podcast a 2-month free trial of Agorapulse. Click on the links in my show notes. 2014 was the first time I had a professional marketing job, a job where I ended up having to travel across the states, across the world as their first primary marketer to handle all the marketing things across their various divisions and locations worldwide. 2017 was the first time I got to lead an agency. 2020 was the first time I really got to dive in deep and be 100% an entrepreneur. 2020 just so happened to also be the same year that the pandemic started, and we all discovered a lot of different things about ourselves. But somewhere between 2020 and 2022, your boy just kicked it into another gear. I got intentional. I got focused. I became disciplined. What does Troy need to do to grow, to make money, to make an impact, to get out of some of these struggles and hardships that have been a burden to me for a very long time? I realize there is an abundance of money and opportunity to be gained. One of the biggest problems that we have is that we don't activate nor do we attract the people who can give us the opportunities and the opportunities themselves. The biggest part is we don't spend enough time asking for help and declaring what we want or need consistently, constantly. And don't get me wrong, not in a spamming type of way. It's more so in a declaration of truth, an acknowledgement of your gift, a request for a chance and an opportunity, and pushing that out there for people to have empathy, to hear what you have to say, and maybe identify people or opportunities that can help you get to where you want to be, help you get to where you want to go. Now, I said all that to say, I do this thing sometimes where I'll tweet a list of things that Troy wants. I have shared on Twitter multiple times. It could be very realistic. It could be far-fetched, and there's almost no possible way of that happening. I did tweet that I wanted to be an MC of a big-time event. People now have gotten to hear me speak. If you've been listening to the podcast, you know my tone of voice, you know my vibe, you know all these different things about me, right? We have this relationship. I'm in your ear, right? You're hearing me. This is a very personal relationship that we're having in this moment. For me, as in the past, for you, as in your present, it's okay. We're still in this together, but I digress. I think the thing that people don't understand is that just because someone may be really good on live streaming or a great public speaker or they love to write, they're an author, there's a lot of parallels with a lot of different skill sets. That doesn't mean that they've mastered each one, right? And so speaking on a stage of something you have prepared or memorized or know like the back of your hand and you have full autonomy and control over is completely different than having to hype up a crowd that have no idea you exist or even know you're coming at all. You are regurgitating information to create this dynamic energy for upcoming speakers or spotlighting some moments. You're moving with the crowd, adjusting with the flow and the energy of the space in the room. You're trying to be consistency on the stage. You're trying to make sure that everyone feels love backstage. You're trying to connect and show love on social media, in person, doing interviews, live streams, Twitter spaces, reels, all these variations of things. You're talking to press. You're in constant conversations with the HubSpot team, with the inbound team. You're trying to give all this love to all these different people as you adjust to a lot of different variables in real time for 3 straight days. That is what I signed up for. That's what I tried my best to deliver. A lot of that is because of all the years I spent live tweeting at trade shows and conferences, interviewing people back in my journalism days, doing a lot of live streams even before the pandemic with a lot of brands and organizations. Learning about my lower thirds and how to balance lighting, how to create energy. So I think back to all of those moments. I think to the moment where they gave me the opportunity. I think back to every single day. My mind was be the best that I can be and do all you can to make sure everyone is going to have a good time, whether that's virtual or in person. That was the goals. It was a lot of work. Customer success isn't just about thinking how your customers can win right now. It's thinking about what will always help them win. Helping your customers win starts with tools that can weather any storm that comes your way. Tools that help you have meaningful conversations with your customers at scale. that help your business grow with customizable apps you actually use, that can keep your data secure and connected so you always have a full 360-degree picture. HubSpot is an all-in-one CRM platform that is impossible to outgrow and ridiculously easy to use, meaning you never have to worry about it slowing you down. That's because HubSpot is purpose-built for real businesses. Businesses that test, businesses that learn, businesses that pivot, businesses that push and do it all again next quarter and next year and beyond. With customizable hubs and tools that can add or subtract as you grow, HubSpot is ready to help you and your customers win always. Learn how HubSpot can help your business grow better at HubSpot.com. Inbound asked me my top 5 moments from Inbound 2022. Roll the clip. Here are my top 5 favorite moments of Inbound 2022. Number 5, having my parents being able to see me live and in person on stage, getting to see many of my Hub fans community and to be in my world. They never had the opportunity to do that in my entire career. So to have them there present, just an amazing moment. Number 4, Jimmy O Yang. Having the opportunity to talk with Jimmy O Yang backstage before he did his comedy set at Inbound at Night was just a fun experience. He's actually really funny in person. Number 3, I have a hard time because number 3, number 2, number 1 could all be number 1, but number 3 is just everything Black at Inbound, full stop. Bring out the church fan. I have to give all kudos to the entire Black at Inbound staff for creating a dope activation space. I felt at home. It was a vibe. Number 2, Viola Davis. What she articulated during her session with Dr. Marcus Collins gave me goosebumps. I literally tweeted, it gave me goosebumps. Everything she said was necessary, needed to be heard, and I'm so proud and happy that she expressed that. Not to mention, your boy got a picture with her and had an opportunity to have a quick conversation with her and Dr. Marcus Collins after her session. So definitely a key moment for me. Number 1, President Barack Obama. Number 44 himself. Seeing him walk across that stage, have the opportunity to see him with my parents. Amazing. Just as graceful, just as charming, just as witty and funny, but also very futuristic and present, articulating things that we needed to hear. So those are my top 5 moments of Inbound 2022. Now, what many people don't understand, the significance of my parents being at Inbound, that was the very first time they've ever got to see me in my element on that scale and on that level. And what better way than Inbound? I mean, really, you couldn't have planned it any better of a narrative, 100%. And I think going from that moment to speaking with Viola Davis backstage and even just being in the presence of President Barack Obama and all these different individuals who you see as rising stars or established entities or legacy individuals of our generation. And just to say that I shared the same airspace, the same stage as these individuals was like an eye-opening experience, and I hope you understand me when I say it in this way. I realized that beyond the verified blue checks, beyond people's net worth or company's net worth, these are just all really amazing humans who got really good at very specific things and put a lot of time and energy in cultivating that into what we would identify as greatness, as people we pay to go see. And as I'm going through this experience, it hits me that we all can have these moments of opportunity to be extremely great at something, but we don't put in the discipline. We don't put in the work. I put so much work in my 20s. I made so many sacrifices that now when I had the opportunity to shine as an MC at Inbound, every single moment of struggle, of sacrifice, of things that I've learned came to work in fruition together there. I didn't have to get ready. I was already ready. And I want to ask you this. If an opportunity comes at you, you have a split second to say yes or no. And this opportunity can be a game changer for you, for your business, for what you're trying to build, from awareness to financial opportunity to social impact, all the various things that maybe you have always wanted and desired. But it starts in this moment. Are you going to hesitate and say, no, I'm not worthy yet, I'm not ready yet? Or are you going to take the risk, know, and be confident in the work that you've done? Be confident in what you can do and believe in yourself that no matter what, at the end of the day, I'm going to be able to say that I did the best that I could. And I have a strong inkling it's going to be enough. Would you accept it? That's when you know that you're on the right path. That's when you know that you have enough experience or confidence or conviction in yourself to go after it. And that's what separates those that can become great from those who are on the cusp of greatness but never once activate and attract the opportunities necessary to get there.
Did you know that specific call to action buttons increase click-through rates by 28% versus standard call to action buttons? Troy, what are you talking about? You get the usual sign up button, free trial button, download now. The list goes on, right? Now imagine if you just add a few more words and you'll see your click-through rates go through the roof. Instead of saying sign up, free trial, how about instead say start 30-day free trial? Again, specific call to action buttons increase click-through rates by 28%. Can you afford not having people opening up your emails and clicking on your buttons, whether it's on your email, on your landing page, in your business? I don't think so. 92% of unsubscribers are from people who have not clicked or opened one of your emails in the last 6 months. Stop letting unsubscribers dictate your sending frequency. Now, those are just two examples of what you will learn at the Guru Conference, the world's largest virtual email marketing conference run by Jay Swedelson, founder of SubjectLine.com, and of course, Guru Events. You'll have keynote speakers like Damon John and Hadley and a plethora of other skilled email marketing professionals and business people ready to help you take your email marketing to the next level. November 2nd, November 3rd, 100% free. Click on the link in the show notes, and I'll see you there.
This is only part one of me talking about Inbound 2022 recap. Tune in for part two, where I'm going to go dive a little bit deeper, less from the how did I get here to the more intimate details of my journey, day 1 through day 3 of Inbound. Stay tuned.
And that's a wrap. We hope you enjoyed this episode of I Digress. What was your takeaway? Care to share your thoughts and tag Troy on social media? You can find him on all platforms at Find Troy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a review or comment for this episode from wherever you're listening. Looking for a marketing strategist to build the structure, strategies, and systems you need to get the success you want and the ROI you desire in your business? Book a discovery call to talk with Troy at findtroy.com. And as Troy's philosophy goes, imagination is the engine, content is the fuel, social media is the highway, marketing is the roadmap, sales is the destination, culture is the GPS. Thanks for listening.